नमस्कार, मेरा नाम है मानसी और मैं हमेशा की तरह कहानियाँ ही सुनाती हूँ। तो ऐसी ही एक और कहानी लेकर आज आपके सामने आई हूँ। कहानी का सेटअप बताती हूँ पहले थोड़ा। आज कहानी इंग्लिश में बोली जाएगी और सेटअप हिंदी में समझाया जाएगा। सेटअप ये है कि एक वाड़ा, मराठी में जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं, एक वाड़ा है और उसमें चालू है म्यूजिक का क्लास और टीचर सिखा रहा है सरोद। टीचर का नाम है कबीर और सीखने वाली जो स्टूडेंट है उसका नाम है मीरा। तो ये कहानी है कबीर और मीरा। तो मीरा आती है और she sits cross-legged on the floor, her fingers trembling slightly as they hovered over the strings of the Sarod. Her heart pounded in her chest, a mixture of anticipation and nervousness. Today was the day she would finally learn from Kabir, the renowned Sarod maestro, whose music had captivated her soul since her young age. Kabir entered the room, his presence filling the space with an aura of quiet power. He was a man of few words, his emotions rarely spilling onto his face. Yet, in the way his fingers danced across the strings of the sarod, he spoke volumes. His music was the language of the heart, raw and unfiltered, that resonated with Meera's deepest emotions. Kabir began with a simple exercise, हमेशा की तरह. His voice was low and steady as he guided Meera's fingers onto the strings of the sarod. Each note she produced was like a fragile butterfly taking flight, tentative yet filled with possibility. He watched her with intensity that caused her cheeks to flush, his gaze holding a depth that she couldn't quite decipher. Kabir's pride, a trait well known as his musical talent, cast a shadow on their sessions. He often dismissed Meera's mistakes with a sharp word or a dismissive glance, leaving her feeling small and inadequate. अरे ये क्या कर दिया, ये क्या बोल दिया, ऐसे थोड़ी ना सिखाया था. Something like this. One fateful day, as they sat across from each other, the tension in the room reached its peak. The Sarod's melody, once a symbol of their connection, now echoed the turmoil within Meera. Her heart was a battlefield where love and hurt waged a relentless war. Unable to contain her emotions any longer, she decided to speak the truth. The Sarod's melody began, soft and melancholic, mirroring the ache in Meera's heart. Each note seemed to weep, echoing the tears she held back, threatening to spill. Her eyes, usually brimming with love, now had a flicker of a different emotion. The emotion was hurt. It was hurt of a lover betrayed, a devotee scorned. Kabir, the object of her love, sat across her, his face a mask of indifference. He strummed his lute, his fingers dancing across the strings, practiced with ease, yet his eyes remained fixed, ahead, devoid of any warmth. Meera's voice, normally melodious, trembled as she said, Kabir, why are you so proud? Don't you see the love in my heart that burns for you? It's like a raging fire consuming me from within. The Sarod's tempo picked up, echoing the rising intensity of emotions. Your pride is a wall, a barrier between us. It binds you to the depth of my love, to the pain you inflict with your indifference. Tears welled up in Meera's eyes, shimmering like pearls in the dimly lit room. My love is a boundless sea, Kabir, but your pride, it's like a storm that threatens me down in its fury. The Sarod's melody reached a crescendo, mirroring the storm within Meera. You boast of your accomplishments, your fame, your wealth, but tell me, Kabir, what is the worth of all this without love? What is the worth of a life lived without compassion? Kabir finally looked at her. My worth, Meera, my worth, Meera, is not defined by your love. It is defined by my own achievements and my own strengths. His words were like a dagger piercing through Meera's heart. The Sarod's melody died down, replaced by a mournful silence. The air hung heavy with the weight of their unspoken words. Do you think your pride will protect you forever, Kabir? Meera's voice was barely a whisper laced with despair. It will drive you away from me, from all that truly matters. And when you finally realize your folly, it will be too late. Kabir stood up, his face a picture of disdain. He looked down at her eyes, devoid of any remorse. Your words are meaningless, Meera. My path is set, and your love will deter me. He turned and walked away, leaving Meera staring into the blank space where he had been. Her tears flowed freely now, washing away the remnants of their love. Was her love truly meaningless? Would Kabir ever realize what he had said? The silence in the room was deafening, a stark contrast to the storm.